I hope you are fine and doing well at your homes. So welcome to our next class of English. And as you know, we have already covered with the rules of the first chapter from your grammar that we have taken for revision of PT1, that is sentences. So we have done what is a sentence, the meaning of sentence we have done. Before that we have done what are subject and what are predicate. That are the two important parts of a sentence. Apart from that we have learned what are phrases. We have also learned the subject verb agreement. We have done the sentence structure. What should come first in a sentence, what should be followed by it, and then later on. So this way we have covered all the important things related to subject. But when we were doing the subject and the predicate, we have already identified what is subject and what is predicate in a sentence, be it assertive sentence, be it interrogative sentence, be it imperative sentence, or be it exclamatory sentence. Predicate can be easily identified. But sometimes when I was checking your notebooks also, I found that most of you don't know how to identify a subject when it comes to interrogative sentences, when it comes to be imperatives, and when it comes to be exclamatory. Assertive sentences are very easy. We can identify by asking us who or what. What I found is that there was a problem when you do the interrogatives, imperatives, and exclamatory sentences. So today's video is based on this only, that how will you identify a subject in all the four types of sentences that we have done. So I think there you will get more clarification when we will be doing this. So today what I want is just watch the video in which I have provided you with the notes. I have first discussed all the four types of sentences, how you will identify a subject in this. Some rules also sideways I have given you, and at the end of my video I have also provided you the notes in the written form in which you can just go through and clarify your doubts, that what things you should keep in mind when you identify a subject in the various sentences. So are you all ready for that? Once you have done with the rules and you have understood how you will identify the subject, so I have given you some sentences for your self practice. So I just want to see how much you have understood the rules and how will you identify the subject. So you will be doing that exercise also at your homes, and when we have live class on Monday after this, so we will be taking your doubts. You can just discuss your problems or even answers on that day. After that we will meet on Tuesday. I will be posting a new video based on our next topic, that is nouns. So we will be taking the new topic nouns on Tuesday. I will be sending you the video based on that. So that will be the second chapter of revision that will be starting, and I'll be also sending you the worksheets based on the things that we have covered under sentence. So I'll be sending you the worksheets which you have to do, and you have to be very sincere to yourself. Since teachers are not there to monitor, so you have to be honest and just do whatever you get on your own. But then we'll be discussing all those answers in the coming videos also. But first you have to try it for yourself. So just stay tuned and keep watching the video.
To know about subject and predicate in the sentence, we must know that a sentence is made of two parts. The first part is subject, which does the action in the sentence, and another part is predicate. It tells more about the subject. In the examples, we will see. This red colored part is subject. Children are playing in the park. The members attended the meeting. The blue pen is lying in my bag. So children is doing action in this sentence. In other words, we can say that children is active in this sentence. So children will be subject. And in the same way, the members attended the meeting. So the members is active in the sentence and it is doing action in the sentence. So this part will be called subject and rest of the part will be predicate. The blue pen is lying in my bag. The blue pen is doing action in the sentence. It is active in the sentence. and the rest part will be predicate. Let's see how to pick out subject in four kinds of sentences. These are assertive, interrogative, imperative, and exclamatory. Let's see how to identify the subject in assertive sentences. Assertive sentences are those which are simple statements. Going to bed late is not good. So when you have to pick out subject in assertive sentences, we have to see that which group of word is doing action in the sentence. So this group of word is doing action. But another way to check is that we can easily pick out by asking what or who. Like if I ask what is not good, so answer will be going to bed late is not good. But we also have to notice that the word what we have to put before the verb. Next, my father's friend gave him a watch. So, who is doing action in the sentence? That is a friend. But remember, any kind of determiner, adjective, participle, article, pronoun, or phrase which is added with the subject is a part of it and should not be separated from it. So, although friend is doing action in the sentence, but whose friend? He was my father's friend. So, my father will also be added with the subject. The hive of bees is full of honey. Here we can see that hive of bees is doing action, but the is a determiner, so it will be added with the subject. And we can also check in this way, what is full of honey? The hive of bees is full of honey. Again, I have put the word what before the verb. The singing of the birds delighted us. What delighted us? The singing of the bird. Delighted is a verb. Put what before that and answer will come. In the heart of the forest lived a saint. Who lived in the heart of the forest? Here we have to understand that a subject can come anywhere in the sentence, even in the last. So, before or after the verb, just put what or who. There were three deserts arranged. So, what was arranged? The answer is three deserts. So, again, I want to remind you that pick out the verb and before that write what. So, what were arranged? Answer will come three deserts were arranged. His determination to succeed must be appreciated. What must be appreciated? Answer is his determination to succeed. The sentences in which subject is given in the beginning, in those sentences, pick out verb and put the word what before the sentence. But the sentences where subject is anywhere else in the sentence, there you have to see that how you can convert this into a statement which is containing what, like what or who, like who lived in the heart of the forest, or what were arranged. So in these kind of sentences we have to take care. The boy with the blue cap is the monitor. So very simple, who is the monitor? The boy with blue cap is the monitor. So remember that the boy is the subject, but with the blue cap is a prepositional phrase which is adding with the subject, so it cannot be removed. The price of the shirt is 500 rupees. What is 500 rupees? Answer is the price of the shirt. So let's see how to identify the subject in interrogative sentences. In interrogative sentences, we can also pick out subject like in the statements we did. Like, have they brought the books? So, who is doing action in the sentence? The word they. Who brought the books? They brought the books. So, again, by asking what or who, you can easily pick out subject. Let's see the next one. Are you coming to the party? So, who is coming to the party? That is you. You are coming to the party. Does he like his new school? Who likes his new school? The answer is he. So, therefore, he will be the subject. How were oceans and seas formed? So, what were formed? The answer is oceans and seas. Is the tree shedding its leaves? What is shedding its leaf? The tree. When do kids want to go to bed? So, who want to go to bed? That is kids. So, again, by asking what or who, you can easily pick out the answer, and that will be the subject. Did the strong wind blow? What blew? The strong wind. So, again, even if wind is a subject, then also strong is an adjective which is added with the wind, and the is a determiner which is again added with the wind. So, the complete group of word will be the subject. So, now let's see how to identify the subject in imperative sentences. Imperative sentences are those which contains order, request or advice. In these sentences, the hidden subject is always you. If you see all the examples, you will notice that there is no subject which is clearly shown. That is, sit down, open the door, keep off the grass, pass me the sugar please, do your homework regularly, obey your parents, keep away from fire. We can also notice that we cannot pick out subject by asking what or who. Therefore, in the imperative sentences which contains order, request or advice, the subject will always be you. If you have to pick out subject in sit down, the answer will be you. So, in all the sentences, the subject is you. Let's see now how to identify the subject in exclamatory sentences. It's again very easy. How foolish you are. Who is foolish? That is you. What a beautiful picture it is. Again, a beautiful picture which is more active in the sentence and doing action also will be the subject. Picture is a subject, but beautiful is adjective, so it will be added with it. O is a determiner, so it will be a part of subject. So, a beautiful picture will be a subject. We have to note down that the words it and there are never the subject in the sentence, because if you will convert this sentence into what or who, if you will ask what is beautiful picture, so answer will be it is a beautiful picture. So it doesn't mean that it will be a subject. No, the words it and there are never the subjects. Subject is that group of word which is doing action in it. How nice the kids are. So the kids are doing action, therefore it is a subject. So who are nice? The kids are nice. What a stupid answer she gave. So if you ask who gave a stupid answer, the answer will be she. What a polluted city. So a polluted city completely will be a subject because it is doing action, and the word polluted, which is an adjective, and the word a, which is a determiner, they are all added with the subject city. What a noise you make. So it's clearly shown that you is a person who is making noise.
doubt regarding the identification of the subject in the sentences? I guess no. I have tried to clear every doubt in my video, but the thing is you need to just revise the rules and just go through it thoroughly. Just go step by step. Read one rule, try to understand it, go to the another rule, try to understand it. And in this way, you will don't face any problem in the identification of subjects. So I hope you will complete your worksheet that I have given you, and do go through my notes that I have attached at the end of my video. So that's all for today. Stay safe, stay home.